Get rid of it. Bonnie, did you figure it out?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Go fuck your mother.
Yep. They were popular in the 70s and 80s. Go fuck your mother. It was Tommy.
Can you, whatever you got in your mouth?
There's nothing in my mouth.
No, but this is how it sounds. Oh, that was a song from the 70s.
All right. Slow down. It's Tommy James and Shondells. Do you know who they are?
No.
Okay. Anyhow, welcome to My Wife Hates Me. Give us a call, 866-969-1969, 866-1969. We are live, 7 to 9 on the East Coast, 4 to 6 on the West Coast. This Friday and Saturday, I'll be at the Laughing Gas Comedy Club in Winston-Salem, and on Sunday in Clayton, North Carolina at the Comedy Zone. Bonnie and I we were on the road basically the same weekend, close to each other, but far away. She was in another country Friday and Saturday. You were in Toronto. How did you like it?
I don't know. It's fine.
Really? Are you not going to talk?
I am, but you just went through all here's where I'm at. This is what you do. You go through. It's like you think like this is your show.
No, I do some plugs out to get it rolling, and I threw it over to you.
Not that I'm going to say anything, but then you would say like, how about yours?
Yeah, because you never know where you're at. Where are you at this Friday and Saturday, Bonnie?
I don't remember.
See? So why
I'm just saying.
You're not talking up. You're not talking.
I know, because you're doing it all. Go ahead. You're doing fine.
I just asked how you like Toronto.
I just said it was fine.
Well, give us some details.
I don't give a shit about this.
Well, people like to know. They like to hear, hey, we were there. We saw her. We had a good time. Did she have a good time?
I just said it was fine. I know where you're going with this, so just go to it.
I'm not going to go to that at all. I was going to talk about where we were, I had a great weekend.
Go ahead, let's hear about it.
Thursday through Saturday, I was at Helium in Buffalo. Great club. Sunday, I did the Comedy Bar in Toronto where you were Friday and Saturday. Then Monday, I came back to Buffalo last night and did a golf outing. We did a golf outing and I had a good time. I was supposed to fly out, and I got home today, and I was supposed to fly out tomorrow to North Carolina, but I canceled it, and I'm flying out Thursday so I could spend a little time with my family. But if you're going to sit here and draw...
Listening. I don't know what's
you're sitting
going
here
on.
drawing pictures. Do you think I'm going to do a radio show like that? Do you think I'm going to do that? I fly home for this?
What do you... I'm listening to you.
Say something. Do something. You're just sitting... Take your fucking sunglasses off now. I can't... You act like you're Johnny Fever or something.
I'm not. I'm just sitting here.
It's unbelievable. Can you take a call or something, please?
Please, you can't hit me on the air. Why are these so small? Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Great. I love you guys. I love this show every week. You guys crack me up.
Why?
Thank you.
Rich, very good choice of song tonight, I will have to say.
Thank you. I think 9 out of 10 of the songs I pick are pretty good if you're from a certain age group.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Bonnie, you are great.
Thank you.
I love you guys. That's all I wanted to say.
Well, thank you for calling and saying
What
it.
part of Texas are you in?
I'm in Huntsville by all the prisons.
Oh. There was a prison escape in New York, up in New York State, where I was doing a show for prison guards last night at the golf tournament, and 2 people escaped. They had power tools.
What do you have in your mouth? Take it out. Take it out, Rich. You can hear it so clearly. Why would you eat something? You're not good at you already have too much juice in your mouth just naturally.
All right, it's gone.
Sorry about that, Nancy.
That's okay. There's about 10 prison units out here within 30 miles from my house.
10 prisons?
10 prisons. We execute here in Huntsville.
Oh, goody.
Good. Maybe Bonnie will take a trip there.
Did you ever go watch one?
No.
They're not open.
They're not?
See the picketers out there. Every time somebody's going to be executed, they have picketers all around that prison unit.
You know what's so crazy in this country? Like liberals believe in what do you call it? They believe in pro-choice, but they're against the death penalty. And Republicans believe in pro-life, but they're for the death penalty. They're just all hypocrites. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, we're for it. We're Texans.
In Texas, you guys are for it. Texas wanted to secede from the whole United States and become their own little country there. Would you?
Our own little country.
Would you do that?
That would be cool. No,
They would still use the American dollar.
I know, and I don't think that. I don't know. I'm a big Republican, but I don't know if I'd go that far.
That's crazy.
Do you like what name the good and give me one good point and one bad point from Obama? Anything?
Oh, only bad ones. I'm sorry, and
Okay.
I probably shouldn't say it.
Yeah, don't do it. Well, listen, thanks for the call, and
Thank you guys.
thank you
I
for
love
listening.
You guys.
You're the best.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Okay,
Okay, wait. No, I got to take this. Hello? Chris?
Hello? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Bonnie, why are you being so mean to Rich?
She's a fucking
I don't
ass,
know.
isn't she?
How do I, can you,
Why wouldn't you tell us about Toronto? We want to know what happened.
Yeah, right. You want to see how her weekend went? Like, if you listen,
Exactly.
it was kind of boring. Can Paul come in for a second? Because this is a different thing than it used to be.
I think I can't do this with her anymore.
I'm sorry, but I want to put another guy on this call because he says, why is Rich so cranky today?
I'm not cranky. Put him on.
So I'm trying. But look, it's too small.
Hold on. Welcome to college radio.
wait. Frank?
Hello, that's me. Rich, I can't believe how cranky you're being. Bonnie is just being the sweetest
Thank
I
you.
feel like she's ever been in her life. And Rich, you're tearing into her, telling her that she's not saying things, that she's doing this and that. How about you?
Yeah.
I'm trying to carry this. I'm trying to make it happen. I'm trying to get the ball rolling. That's what you got to do. You can't.
Well, Frank,
that?
Frank, Chris thinks I'm the one who's being the asshole. What? Go
You know
ahead.
what? Chris is an asshole.
Chris, what do you
I
say?
am
to
an
that?
asshole,
There you
but
go.
what's the point?
Exactly. Well, you know what? You smell like one.
I
not even
smell
on the
like
radio.
one? How can you smell me, you fucking twat?
Yeah, because you got friggin' smell-o-vision.
Yeah, that's what a retard would say.
That's
Oh,
the
wow,
one that's
good.
the one that's defending me. I think is winning.
No, the one that's been you said frickin'. Okay?
Yeah, but the other one said retard.
So it's a tie.
I know, but you said retard, so that gives me 1 point.
No,
I agree.
you-
I agree.
No, you said
I agree.
You said
Frank.
frickin' like you're fucking Kathleen Bates from Misery.
He's on the radio. He doesn't know maybe that he's allowed to swear.
He's allowed to swear on
You can say
satellite.
whatever you want.
You know what? I
Hey,
didn't want
dumbass.
to. I didn't want to swear on Bonnie's show.
Thank you, Frank.
For her.
Okay,
What
Chris.
is that, Chris?
Huh?
What'd you-
Nothing.
Hey, you know what, Chris? You know what, Chris? You're from like D.C., where it's like pretty rough and tough, right? And it's street and gritty. And Frank is from Cali, where he's just all laid back and everything's just so cool and stuff. You know what I mean? And that's
I do.
and that's why he's liking Bonnie's little laid back attitude. Like, wow, let's take it in stride. But this is a radio show that it's got to move. It's got to go fast. Someone's got to do it. You can't just sit in here like some California broad.
With their glasses on.
Yeah, isn't that fucking ridiculous? Anybody that wears sunglasses inside should be fucking punched in
They're
the head.
prescription.
Yeah, good. You don't see me.
Wait a second. Let me just find something out here. Frank, what do you do for a living?
I work in the gas utility business.
Gas utility. That's a pretty rough and tough. This guy is not. He's not a surfer.
Let me tell you about gas and utility in California. Windmills. Go ahead.
Okay, Chris, what do you do?
I work at a veterinary place.
He works. He's not even a vet. Otherwise, he would say I'm a vet.
Maybe he's
He
working-
works.
I'm a
He
vet
sweeps
tech.
up shit.
You're a vet. What?
A vet tech. I help the veterinaries and like.
He's a
surgery
vet
and stuff.
tech.
Okay, so who would you rather in life back? Gas, oil, and utilities, or someone that saves the lives of animals? Who are you going to back?
Does he save the lives of animals,
Yes,
or
he's
does the
helping.
I
vet
do.
save the lives of the animals?
I'm sure he. Have you ever?
excuse me, a veterinary technician, they take out dead dog bodies. That's all they do.
Yeah,
No,
that's right. I'm
that's
with
not
Frank
true.
on this.
If you know what, I bet you, Chris, have you ever given a dog mouth to mouth to save its life or pumped its heart?
No, but I've helped save many dogs and cats' lives doing surgery.
Good for you.
Guess what? The cat or dog, they don't know you're helping them. They just think you're a fucking asshole.
No.
Yes, they just look at him like, you piece of, how dare you touch me?
How many times have you went and filled your gas tank and went, I can't fucking believe I'm paying this much for gas?
I never do. I always think, isn't it amazing that gas makes your car go?
No.
I do.
No, you fucking, how many times do you get so pissed off when the electricity gets cut off?
I go, sometimes I'll be like, fill up my tank, it'll be $40. I'll be like, $40? That's it? You can just drive around? It's crazy.
I don't think so. I think you're totally like, when all those light bulbs blow out in our kitchen all the time.
I say, you know what? Time for a little darkness. This is great for us to get back
Bonnie,
to.
I think you blotted up a bit. I'm glad to hear you're a part of the show now.
I don't know who that is.
That was Frank from
Was
Cali.
that Frank or
No, that
Chris?
was Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Chris.
See,
yeah.
Chris is coming over to my side.
Yeah. See what I have to live with, Chris? Pure depression.
Thank you, Chris, for your. We appreciate you calling up and giving us your opinion.
Chris and
I love your
Frank.
show.
Thanks for the calls, you guys.
And Frank,
Yes.
well, thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Go fuck yourself. I don't know why I did it. He was on my side.
See what it
He
is?
was on my side.
He's still on the line.
No,
Frank?
no. Sal, go ahead.
Yeah, what's up? Hey, Bonnie, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
All right, I just want to tell you that I think you're way too good for Rich, and
Really?
yeah, please don't listen to you already. Come on.
What's that?
Rich, you always act like it's the first time you've ever heard it.
Hey, Sal, what do you got to offer? What do you do, Sal?
I work in a body shop out in Long Island.
Oh, okay, that's good in case her car ever gets a dent in it. Do you live at home or do you have your
In
own
case you
place?
smash my head against the roof.
I'm a grown man with a grown man-sized cock.
Oh, really? You think that's what it takes? I bet you're not even cut. It's probably disgusting looking.
No, it's actually pretty perfect. You want to see it? I'll show it to you one day.
Okay, where?
I don't know.
Can you Skype us?
What's your choice medium?
What's my mouth?
Thank you for calling.
Wait, you wanted to say something?
Oh, I didn't know.
Why'd you cut him off?
Because I thought that was like a nice comedic ending. It seemed right. It seemed right.
Wait, why does this lady trucker think I'm nervous?
Go ahead, lady.
Yeah, Richard, you're acting nervous. Are you just need to, like, I don't know, make more money for the radio show or something?
Wait, what? Wait, slow down. What was
Are
that?
you auditioning? She wants to know.
I'm not nervous at all. I'm frustrated. There's a difference between being nervous and frustrated. And when you walk in and you're trying to get something going, you haven't been here. I've been on the road. I just get home. We got to do radio, and I'm trying to get this going. And she's sitting in there fucking doodling on a piece of paper. That makes you fun.
Sometimes you get rolling a little slower. You don't just jump out of the gate like woo doo doo.
Well, I was getting. What is this? What's their name? Their background? I don't care. I ad lib. So I wasn't nervous. I was
Do
frustrated.
you know no one knows what you're talking about? Like you're just babbling around.
No, I just
That's
said
why
so.
people are like, "What's going on with Rich?" Isn't he? You're
No.
talking to Paul, but you don't make it clear. You know,
Paul.
Lady Trucker still thinks you're talking to her.
Is your name Paul?
There's something going on there, Rich.
There's nothing.
Acting nervous. You're acting
He's a drug addict.
What's going on?
There's nothing going. I'm a drug addict.
Yes,
Why would you say that?
remember I accused you last week of being a drug addict?
Why would you accuse me? Where was that at?
Well, because you were talking so fast last week. Do you remember?
Oh, in here?
Yes, and so much. It was crazy.
I was hyped up last week.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I'm nervous. I do, Lady Trucker, I do have a little anxiety, but it's not from this. It's from traveling. I slept 3 hours last night and I got on the plane this morning and I flew home and the second I walked in the house, it was nonstop. I had to move flights, do nonstop.
This is fascinating stuff.
Well, I'm just telling her, I'm giving her background why
Lady
I have
Trucker, did you, when you were coming up with your name, did you like, Dame Trucker,
Are you fucking get on my nerves?
Madam Trucker?
You cut me off for that? Oh, that's comedy gold.
I wanted to be the Lady Trucker or the Lady Trucker, but Opie just said Lady Trucker one day. It's like, okay.
Oh, then it's
So he has
stuck.
that much power
When
where he
Opie
names.
says something, that's it. The way it is.
Hope he doesn't start calling you Louise.
Okay. Thanks,
right.
Lady Trucker.
That's
Talk to you later. Okay, you want to know how I did in Toronto?
No, I don't care anymore.
Go ahead, whoever you are. In Canada. I can't read the name.
Jim.
Is it Jim?
Bonnie,
I have a lot of water. I have a lot of saliva.
Bonnie, I saw you in Toronto there on Saturday, and my God, you actually got my wife to smile. God bless you.
That's it. Is that tough?
The humor of a jam sandwich. She's terrible.
Oh, it must be hell being married to her.
Well, I'll tell you, you did so well. We had such a great night. I actually missed my tee-off time on Sunday.
Where did you play? Where were you supposed to? Oh, I never played in Toronto, but as I was driving up from Buffalo, there was like 10 million courses I saw off that QEW or QEU or whatever highway that is.
Yeah, the QE. There's all kinds of good ones up there. But I play in a little town just north of Toronto, about 40 minutes, called Uxbridge. And there's a golf course there called Wooden Sticks.
Uh-huh.
And it's freaking amazing. It's expensive for me, but it's amazing.
But Bonnie is brilliant. She's at another level when it comes to comedy compared to what you've probably seen before, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, like I said,
I was worried about it. Worried about your response there, Jim.
That's a cool club. The Comedy Bar in Toronto. It's so intimate and, it's small. So you say, it's intimate, but it's cool. I worked there on Sunday, and see, when I go on stage, I like to see the audience. So I had the lights turned up. That's why I had them like that. But did you have them dark in there? Was it dark when you were on, Bonnie?
Yeah.
You can't see anybody.
No.
Yeah, well, that kind of works good with my wife beside me.
Yeah. Why?
Why, were you fingering her during the show?
No, I just drank a lot. Everybody looks better in the dark.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you went to see Bonnie and support her.
Thank you.
She's very
Bonnie,
funny.
Thank you very much. You were amazing, and thank you again.
Thank you.
You're still an ass, though.
Why?
Because you're just, I don't know.
Oh, I'm still an ass?
Yes.
Why? You wanted to know about Toronto? Somebody called about it.
It would have been nice if you would have talked about it.
Well, I was very tired. It was, Raina came with me. We stayed in a hotel with a water slide, and we went down the water slide 87 times.
How high was the water slide?
4 stories high.
That's insane, isn't it?
Yeah. So, she wanted to go to the water slide morning, noon, and night.
All the time?
Well, you're in a pool all day, and then you got to go to your show. It was a tiny bit exhausting.
Was there a workout room at the hotel?
Yeah, I worked out.
Yeah?
Uh-huh. And Raina was, because there's a pool and a workout room, which, listen, I don't like it when they put the workout room in the same area as the pool, because it's hot then. You know what I mean? In the workout area?
No.
You know those kind of hotels?
Yes.
Where you work out overlooking the pool?
Oh, there was no glass window or anything? Or no window in between?
There was like a glass, but it only went halfway.
Oh, I don't like that.
No, didn't like it.
It's too musty.
Mm-hmm. Musty.
I don't like it. Musty. You never heard that word?
Yeah, but I don't think it applies here.
Yeah, musty.
But also, Raina was in the workout, because the pool is upstairs is just for the adults.
Boy, this is riveting.
Then the downstairs pool, you wanted to know.
Not now.
Is for the kids.
Are you,
And guess what?
What?
They tried to kick her out, Raina, while I was working out of the workout area.
Why?
Because they're fucking idiots.
What'd you say?
They said no kids allowed in here.
Tell them about Raina's, about her shirt. Don't say where, but.
In aftercare.
Yes.
I'm allowed to say that?
Yeah, because you're not saying what one. Don't say what one.
And she was wearing a T-shirt she made herself. She made a T-shirt the night before. It said, "This girl is nice" on the front. And then on the back it said, "No, she's not. Kick her." And they said it was inappropriate and made her wear a sweater.
I agree with this school on this one.
You do?
Yes, because it promotes violence. What if some kid walked up and kicked her? She started crying. He kicked me. He said, well, it said on her shirt to kick her. It promotes violence. So I'm going to have to say the school is right on that one. Okay? Just because it's your daughter, she made a little funny shirt doesn't mean they're wrong for making her cover that. You just want to go, look what my daughter made, a little funny shirt. She's creative, and I taught her that because I was creative as a kid, right? That's how you're thinking.
Yeah.
Isn't that how you're thinking?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to talk that soft the whole night?
No, it's fine. I don't know what's your problem.
You are.
Leave me alone.
You get on my nerves.
You get
on my fucking nerves.
I'm just.
Yeah, here's your answers. Yeah.
So that's.
Yeah. So. We got someone from Brooklyn calling. Do you see that?
I think that's the same dude.
As what?
Isn't it Chris from Brooklyn? Was
No.
this dude before? Chris. Hello.
Chris.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
What can we do for you?
I just wanted to say hello and that I like the show. I have my Sirius radio on and the number popped up, so I just wanted to call in and say hello and that I think you guys are good and how you doing?
Good. How's Brooklyn? I like Brooklyn.
Nice.
What do you do?
Nice. I'm looking at a thing. A car's driving by right now. It says Alex Shigiola Water and Sewer Company. It's nice where Brooklyn. I'm sitting in traffic now, as always.
Do you isn't there like main parts of Brooklyn that are real like hipster parts now? That
Are you really asking that, Rich?
no, I'm saying where are they? What are the parts like I know what? Well, hold on. When I worked there in Sheepshead Bay, that's not a hipster part. I don't think.
Yes, Sheepshead Bay. Well, that's a lot of Russian mafia now. You got Randazzo's clam bars over there, and but yeah, I don't like the hipsters. I'm born and raised in Brooklyn. Not that I don't like them. It's just we feel like everything was cool with the hipsters until they started fucking with the pizza, and then we were like, there's no such thing as gluten-free pizza.
And don't fuck with our pizza.
That's all. That's all we ask. You can do your yoga and have your kale and do your poems and have your size 23 weight, but don't fuck with the pizza.
Are hipsters just a new version of hippies?
I think so. I mean, hipsters, look, the only reason why they annoy me is because I think most of them don't have to be living in the conditions they're living in. They're choosing to do that because they think it's cool.
What do you mean that they're living below poverty line to be cool?
Yeah, I think they are. I think there's no reason for some of these people who are probably from affluent, families in Connecticut to be living in Bushwick or Bed-Stuy. They're doing it because they think it's cool, and those people are followers.
Are those minority-based areas basically minorities in are those are they projects? Are you talking about or?
Of course I am. Why?
Oh, okay.
Why the hell would a hipster move to anything other than a minority neighborhood? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, look in Detroit. They're going in and they're trying to rejuvenate Detroit because you can get house. See, here's the thing. You can get houses for like nothing. So they're going to go in, they'll remodel, try to take it over and do whatever. Same with like, gay couples will go into areas that are, supposedly bad areas because I said, whatever the fuck the word is. Okay, hold on 1 second. Hold on.
What are you doing? No. I'm just drawing, doodling. Leave me alone.
So, where's my headphones?
I don't know. You really.
Talk to this guy.
I don't know what to talk to him
I
about.
dropped my headphones. God damn
What do
it.
you want to talk to? Talk to me. I just want to talk.
I know you're lonely.
No, what I'm saying is, so gay couples will go in a lot of times because they don't care how the school system is because a lot of gay couples don't have kids. So, and I guess hipsters are young.
Speaking of hipsters, Ben Gleib is in the house.
Yeah.
So, you see what I'm saying?
We should hang up on this guy.
All right. Hey, thanks for calling, Brooklyn.
No, don't hang up on me.
Chris,
Well,
you've got to go get some friends.
We have to.
What else did you call it,
Get on the
Bob
mic.
fucking DeBono? Do you want
Get
to
your
call it
friend
Bob
on there.
DeBono?
Claire, get on the mic.
Join us.
Wait, first of all, can I plug this in?
All right.
Claire, this is not in any way a
breaking up.
professional situation.
Oh, look, now you fucking lighten up because there's guests here.
Yeah, I don't have to talk to you. So Ben knows us. He
Yeah.
knows that we're married. And we have a deep and unrelenting hatred for one another.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's the
fucking-
way all marriages should be.
Absolutely. I just informed Claire of this as well.
Okay, so I was explaining it to Claire. So this show is called My Wife Hates Me.
Based on our podcast.
Okay.
And you think maybe they could have read that?
Oh, right, I forgot that's up there.
It is on every screen here.
Yeah.
Including Claire's name. Look at this.
And they spelled it right.
Yeah, because our producer is... He's inconsistent, but today he's one of the best. And look at that. He
Yes.
Googled your names, gave us a little
I love that.
information
I didn't even look
on
at
that. Yes.
I love that.
So we
Yeah.
have with us in the studio Ben Gleib and Claire Schlissel.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
I did it. Good.
She's one half of the
Can you fucking
amazing.
take your glasses off?
She's
Take
because
them off.
they're prescription,
Thank you.
so I can't
She-
see without them.
She has one half of an amazing all-female DJ duo called the Jane Does, and they are truly. That's exactly what it says on your thing.
You're reading
Yeah.
it right off there. You didn't know that.
I did not know that
you're
until right
saying,
now.
You saw the paper.
DJ like radio or through nightclubs?
No,
Nightclub.
nightclub.
Oh,
They,
you're like one of those famous, like
That's a stretch.
they're
what's that?
they're
That's a
building.
stretch.
no.
We're working on it.
But
No,
how
they're
can
amazing.
you not?
They create
how
their
can
own
you not
music
fill a room?
mashups.
Look how attractive you are.
She's
How can you
beautiful.
not? Right? How could she not pack a room?
I know.
Well,
You know what I mean?
doesn't it concern you that they're together?
Oh, I can still compliment her, right?
No,
That's not-
I know,
Is
but
that
she's obviously out of your league,
no?
Yeah.
right? Don't you think?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
guys dating?
We're not.
Oh, okay, that makes more
No, I have a
sense.
girlfriend now in Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
Even if they were dating, you can still compliment somebody.
no,
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying you should compliment, but it's awkward because then you can't like say
And I'm
the
not
same
saying
thing to
her
Ben.
talent is based on her looks. Okay,
No.
I don't know, how she DJs, and I don't know a
I
good
hope
one
this is
from a
making
bad
you
one.
feel a little bit uncomfortable
What I'm
because that's
saying
what
is-
we do best.
A lot of it.
What I'm saying is, she should pack a room, right?
I said, no, listen, she and Jen, the other half of the Jane Does, they're incredible. They're really up and coming female DJ duo. They just DJ'd this big award show on TV. They're making their own, not only mashups and now original songs as well. That, all of those bona fides said, yeah, even though I'm in a relationship, of course I would like to fuck Claire, of course.
When did you go? Now, when did
Come
you
on.
go, Ben? When did you go from comedian to publicist? How?
No,
when
Ben's
did-
always been very good at that.
No, and that was just to set up the fucking her joke. I didn't, I mean, it was all
It was a
true.
good joke. I laughed
Thank
inside.
you. Thank you very much.
Did you like I vague because I'm old
Yeah.
and we've been doing this a long time. I have at least.
Yeah.
Like when we work in Boston Comedy Club together, you said like the last time I saw you that
No, not Boston Comedy Club.
Stand Up New York.
Stand Up New York, we did. We worked together, Stand Up New York, and you offered to help me get spots in other clubs in New York the few
I did?
times. Yeah, you did. I didn't really take you up on it, but you were very nicely offered.
But
He was nice to you?
Yeah.
I always been nice.
Randomly. He's always been nice to me. I don't know why. Because everybody says he's a dick, and I think he's so
yeah.
nice.
But I'm nice to certain people. I'm
Yeah.
not a dick. I'm just a lot of times I'm testing people to see if they're really comics.
Sure.
See if, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you start in New York or L.A.?
I started in L.A.
Oh, so it's when you would come out to New York and stuff.
Yeah. I skipped every step. I used to give you guys spots in L.A. at
Yeah.
Comedy
Yeah,
Juice.
yeah.
I created Comedy Juice.
That's why
And
we
you
were
don't
nice
do
to
that
you in the
anymore.
beginning.
That's right, exactly right.
No,
That's why
no,
every
what's-
comic is nice to me to this day, because they started having to be nice to me.
No, I turned down those spots so many times. I'm a big guy. The guy who runs it now, we're doing
Tonight.
Are you still involved with it?
I am. I still own part of the company, but I haven't done anything with the booking in like 6 years. I just felt like it was inhibiting my ability to like really like go into my own career as a performer, and so I just passed it off and haven't done really much of any work with the company for many years. But I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, and you want to make sure you get a residual stream of income going now and then. Not that it's a big one, but it's
Yeah.
something.
Now,
Get a little piece.
Being that you're
Something
in
your
L-
rich dad taught you.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
being that you're in L.A., I was there 2 weeks or a week ago. I mean, some of the biggest and best podcasts are in L.A. Are you doing these while you're there? Are you?
Yeah.
Are you doing all of them?
He has a podcast.
I have one of the biggest and best.
Do you? What's your podcast?
Last Week on Earth. It's on Smodcast, Kevin Smith's network.
Oh, okay.
And it's called Last Week on Earth because every week I cover everything that happened during the last week. News, politics,
fucking
pop
cool.
culture, trends.
It's a great title.
Thank you very much.
How did
It's
you
a
get
pretty
on
good
his-
title,
like, he's-
which was then stolen by Last Week Tonight, John Oliver's show, and then stolen by Last Man on Earth, the
Right. Well,
TV
the
show on
last
Fox.
man on earth is
How
a bit
about-
of a
would you
stretch, don't you think?
Last Week on Earth is one word away.
Would this be
I
considered?
know, but
stealing?
it's a different premise.
I don't mean stolen.
Borrowed.
They borrowed.
They said that sounds nice.
Sounds awesome. I want to use this
Yeah.
naming device.
But last week tonight.
Last Week Tonight. That one was a little close because we both covered the news once a week.
Yes.
Everything happened during the last
See,
week.
that one I buy.
And not to say mine's a little more clever because
Well, they couldn't.
mine has
They
a pun
couldn't
in
do
it.
the most clever one because
Yeah.
it's already done.
But who's- they had to go number two.
But let's even.
It's
go,
a great show, though. I have no hate
Let's
on
go a
it.
step
he
further.
is a very
Whose show is better?
so good.
He's so good.
Who?
John Oliver, very good show.
But you're saying yours is better. You're
Listen.
saying
I'm one of the most original voices in pop culture and political satire that there is. It's hard to top that. Write it by myself. It's a pure,
oh my God, the two
unedited
of you
voice.
are going to have a battle of the egos.
No,
but on top of that,
I agree with him.
Thank you. But on top of that, John Oliver does a pretty cute job.
Yeah, all right. Do you like the fact that Comedy Central and all these networks are going with non-Americans?
I mean, look.
Come on, tell the truth. You hate it.
Look, hosting the Daily Show is like number one goal on my life list. And there's not a lot of people that are like of, my age group, of the next generation of I don't know, whatever you say it, that know politics like I do. I've been a guest correspondent on CNN. I won a golden mic for being on NPR, and then they give the job to somebody from another country who admits he does not know anything about American politics. It's a little bit frustrating.
Are you?
But I wish him the best, and I hope to one day take his seat or be a correspondent and then play along.
Then you'll give him the same kind of intro you gave her.
Better believe it. And I would fuck him if it had the opportunity. If it would get me that job.
If you're doing analysis, are you neutral or are you left or right? I would guess left, but I'm asking.
You would guess that because why? Because I'm from LA.
I'm
wearing from LA.
Flannel shirt.
Okay,
right.
I just and most of the country's blinded in LA from the politics that goes on in this country. They're just they don't think out of intellect; they think out of emotion.
That's true. Well, so does the right. Very much.
I'm not saying they're any better either.
Sure.
But we're in a left point of politics. Left is what's controlling our presidents. So that's
and it's what controls a lot of the media for sure, and Hollywood content. I probably lean a bit more. I definitely lean a bit more to the left than the average bear, but I also have a lot more position to the right, a lot more conservative, and even some Republican positions than most people in Hollywood, I would say. And I think the reason for it is because I have a brain and I analyze issues issue by issue and decide what the right answer is. I don't think it makes any sense, and is probably the exact root of every problem in our politics, that we just shift into two camps. It's just this side versus that side, and you either have the whole platform of the Republican Party or the whole platform of the Democratic Party.
Well, that's true, because you're always preaching to the choir, and then if you're not, even, I
call you a traitor.
Bill Maher a couple of times, and he would do a joke that was against, the Democrats or whatever.
Instant turn on him.
Yeah, and he would get so angry.
It's so annoying.
Because
that audience, it's just ridiculous, because they always put on three brilliant Democrats or liberals, and then fucking one fucking loony bin Republican,
right?
And
she's a professor at the city college and has been 2 months out of university and a staunch Republican advocate But I mean, it's absurd that we're in two camps. This is not a pickup game. We're not trying to you're trying to achieve things for a nation. You're not trying to battle each other so you can go and complain on news networks and get ratings.
I would think, overall, most people are pretty moderate. It
would be if they weren't hypnotized by their particular side that they're grown up telling they have to follow.
Here's what it's going to be usually. For both, when you're to the left and you're passionate, or you're left wing or you're right wing, it's going to be one or two issues on the left that they, fuck it, it's a woman's body, or gay people can be married. They're passionate. On the right, fuck gay people, or
they want to fuck gay people so bad.
But the thing is, everything else
sounds gay. If you
take everything else, there's so much moderation. Do you see what I'm saying? Throughout, all these fucking issues.
That's the problem, and I think the 24-hour news networks, the advent of that, whenever it was 10, 15 years ago, that took over the landscape, it completely polarized all of our politics, because people that were even more in the middle on issues, now there's this constant noise vehicle that just makes people seem like they're the devil if they have any opinion that's not to the complete extreme, because that's what they get preached on constantly. I mean, look at Mike Huckabee this week coming to the defense of Josh Duggar for molesting his family, saying, look, he made mistakes before, and President Obama's trying to crush Christianity, as are gay people. They're like, no, they just want to not be hated for being naturally born gay, and it's different than molesting your family.
Now, but you hate black people. Is that correct? I remember that from...
I wouldn't use the word hate. I would say a confusion and like a simmering kind of a...
I'm scared of them. Are you, sure, I'll admit to that.
I love the
Italian?
black people.
What are you, Italian?
No, I'm no. Eastern European, I guess, of my grandparents.
You're not Jewish, are you?
Half Israeli, I'm Jewish.
Oh, you are?
Oh, yeah.
So you can't be an Obama fan.
Yeah, I'm an Obama fan. I don't love the way he treats Israel. I mean, even on that, I'm much more down the middle, definitely leaning towards Israel. But I think it's I think Israel shouldn't have a blank check from America to keep expanding settlements when they're trying to get negotiations going. It's very stupid.
Do you think that Arafat kind of fucked that up for Palestine when Clinton was giving them pretty much everything they wanted, but they want?
It was a huge historical error. About what do you expect from a man who looks like a lizard? He's a lizard-like man.
Yeah. So do you think? Let's say Israel gave Palestine no more settlements, gave them this piece of land, this is you.
Yeah.
Do you think there would still be peace? You don't think Lebanon would still be fucking shooting rockets into Israel?
I'm sure they probably would, and that's the big argument why Israel doesn't want to give any significant concessions up, and I understand that fully. But I think it would make things much, much better, and the world community, I think, would then be on board with feeling like Israel's the good guy again, and then you could crush, I think, as a planet, that kind of action from other nations.
Don't you think Israel was a good guy when they gave back land to Egypt after the 67 war?
They won it fair and square in war, and they gave it back just to be cool.
And that was after fucking 5 or 6 countries attacked them.
At the exact same time.
Forgive me for not weighing in, but I haven't memorized my talking points on this subject.
I'm sorry. So. What I'm saying is, so how much does Israel, as a country that's no bigger than New Jersey, what do they have to fucking do? See, the world, Europe is only, pro-Palestine and pro-Arab because of oil. That's the fucking...
Yeah.
It's because of oil.
What? Have you ever said this to anybody else?
No,
I think a lot of people might want to know this.
I haven't said the oil thing.
War and oil.
Yeah.
They're a cause and effect.
Can you listen?
Oh my God! No.
Listen,
But you said something really.
Did you see?
Really important
Do you see how
right now.
she's sitting here looking hot, and not saying anything?
Oh.
Can you try to do that for a second?
I've already passed. I can sit here. That's about all.
Okay, so
yeah, it's a conundrum for sure. But we have even a more pressing one now. We have ISIS that the planet needs to crush, and we're not doing anything to stop them. Anything significant.
You think we need to stop ISIS?
I will go on a limb and take the hard opinions. Yeah, I think we should stop them.
Last week, some guy was doing a selfie at one of their training camps.
Yeah, the guy posted on Twitter literally a photo of himself at an ISIS training camp.
You can't get the American out
and
of him.
within 24 hours, there were 3 bombs landing on his... I mean, honestly, I just hope posthumously for that moron, he gets so many likes on that picture that it's worth it.
That's how bad, that's how fucked up it is to take a selfie. If that doesn't teach you fucking young kids, selfies kill.
Right?
They do.
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable because we become such an insular, narcissistic planet, and especially country, that we have no human interaction left. Literally, the only human interaction that was left was asking somebody, do you mind taking my picture? And now the selfie stick has even gotten rid of that.
Yes.
We're like, let's invent a metal pole where I can take my own picture and fuck everybody. I don't want anybody to talk to me.
You still need someone to hit the like.
That's what you need. All we need is digital people. We don't ever want to see a person in life.
Right.
Everything you need to know in life is right here.
It's true.
Everything.
I love it.
You need to fucking know is right here.
I love the phone.
I'm the kind of person, I'd rather talk on the phone than text. She won't even answer the phone.
No, I don't like it.
You don't like talking?
No.
You know what's the only thing worse than talking on your phone is the people who are walking down the street doing their voice texts.
I do. I'm a pretty big voice texter, though.
My God.
Well, it's 10 times faster than you can physically type.
Yeah, but I still have to fucking hear you. That's the point. You have to be like, hey, I'm going to be here in 5 minutes, period. See you soon, exclamation mark.
Here's what's great. I'm driving home from a gig. Like, I'm driving home from Baltimore, D.C.
We're talking our emotions now. Exclamation mark. I'm excited, exclamation mark, to see you.
I'm driving back 3-4 hours sometimes on a Saturday.
Can you?
Can you speak emojis? That's a good question.
What's that?
That I don't know, because I can do like ellipsis, open parentheses, I don't know, close parentheses, period. But I don't know if you can speak emojis. I know you can say smiley face, and a smiley face appears. So probably you can. Yeah. But you're driving home from a gig. This is more impressive. I'm just saying, and then I could call DeRose and talk to him for 3 hours, feel better about my life. Yeah. And then I had someone to talk to for like 3 fucking hours or 2 hours.
Why? Because his life is always going worse than yours.
I like his his mind and his outlook on things and the business.
He's this close to ending it all every time you talk to him.
That's what I like about him.
It makes you feel a little better. Yeah, I understand that.
But he's smart about it. At least he knows why he wants to end it all. It's not like there's, you know what I mean?
If you have a suicidal friend, you definitely want him to be level-headed. Yes. Because then you don't feel like you have to talk them down. You're like, they got it. They're going to kill themselves or not. I just want a sounding board.
Right?
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah. You know.
But I'm okay with phone calls in instances like that when you actually want a human's back and forth or an emotional catharsis. I get that. That's the only time a call is necessary. What I can't stand is when people call me, the audacity to call when there's something you could text me.
Yes, I agree.
When you ring, you're going to ring my fucking pocket midday and expect me to drop everything I'm doing. Hey, how are you? Text me the question. Or when certain people today, like my friend Adam Hunter does this still, he'll leave you a voicemail, and the voicemail says, hey, it's Adam, call me.
Yeah.
I have to miss this call. I blocked the call. I ignored the call in the first place. Let it go to voicemail. You record a message. I have to go check my voicemail just to hear you say no more information. I know you called.
The only people I leave voicemails for are, like my mom. I'll still leave her a voicemail. But otherwise, they know you called. It comes up on their phone.
I leave a long 2, 3, 4-page message. So when they call me back, I know what to expect.
Yeah.
No.
You just get the one word.
No.
Well, he'll do this, which I know is annoying, because you'll text him, and then he'll call you right back.
Oh, I hate that too.
Yeah.
No.
It's and then you can't do anything about it because he knows you're there.
No, you don't even pick up the phone. That's why I let you have a cell phone, okay? Okay. So, and you take advantage of the fact and don't answer it. I'll take those privileges away. I can do that.
All right.
Take a phone call. Take somebody.
Oh, okay.
And start asking Claire. All right,
Okay,
Claire.
I was going to ask for your advice for people who don't like doing either, speaking or texting.
Oh, we got that.
Shit.
That's where
Hobo
I fall, so I'm just
life.
wondering, like,
I guess just to send everyone to your Instagram.
That's exact at the Jane Doe's.
Wait, go.
DOZE.
No, we got
Carlos?
Josh.
Oh, okay. We'll go to Carlos after.
Go ahead. You're from Texas.
We got a lot of calls from Texas tonight. Go ahead.
Hey, I just wanted to say, I'm from Texas, and my name is Josh. I was pulled out of the Bible.
We already know that, all of that.
Yeah.
To be raised on the right side. And well, when I was raised on the right side, you get taught to be thought and be trained, or not trained, but, to think a certain way. So my way...
You're speaking like politically.
Yeah, if you're a product of your environment. Most of the time, if you grow up, in a commune, you're going to grow up to be some, same if you're growing up, right?
So which groups do you hate then from Texas? You obviously, I'm assuming you're hating black people, gay people. You don't feel great about women.
I'm completely in the middle. I'm not right or I'm not left. I consider myself independent because I believe the two sides together create an equal. So if the two sides together have
the yin and the yang.
Yeah, it's like a yin and yang. Exactly.
You're the curvy line in between.
Yeah, if you have a right and a wrong, or they're going to eventually find a right. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes America so great compared to just like what Ben was saying. Like everybody freaks out because everybody has their own opinion, and once somebody gets their own opinion instead of getting the facts straight, then everybody starts freaking out. Just like gays, I think gays should have rights, but I don't know. And that's the way I'm left. And then the ways I'm right is I believe that you should believe in God, but some people don't. But that's just also
let live and let live. You're saying that's
here's what I'm like. I believe gays
thanks,
should get.
Josh.
I believe gays should get married. They're going to have to deal with.
That was crazy. That was like
when gays
does that typify the Texas educational system?
What did he say on the left side? What did he say on the left side? The right side, he said people need to believe in God. What did he say on the left side?
And he goes, some people don't.
No, but what was it?
Oh, rights for gays.
Rights for gays. Okay.
Oh no, he said, I believe in rights for gays, but and then to give the other side, he went, I don't know.
Right.
Like I was texting to say, like, I believe in rights for gays, but they should all have to live in one section.
I believe in rights for gays as long as they date and marry and have babies with the opposite sex only.
Yes.
Well, it doesn't matter. They can get married. They're still going to hell, so they're going to have to deal with it in the afterlife, right?
That's why they're.
Good point.
They know they got to live in the moment.
In the moment.
They're not waiting for some greatness in the afterlife.
I would have asked him the follow-up question if we didn't hang up on him so quickly. Is when he says, I believe in God and people should, but some people don't. The follow-up is just, if you believe in rights for gays, though, how do you reconcile the preaching of your religion that says you should not have rights for gays?
Well, because that's kind of...
Why doesn't that crumble the unshakable faith? It's like getting a Dairy Queen Oreo Blizzard and they turn it upside down and it doesn't fall down. It defies the logic. That's what religious beliefs are. Extreme religious beliefs are.
Thank you for putting it into a context I can finally understand.
You could have thrown fucking sprinkles on it.
Yeah, sprinkles are gonna fall for sure.
It's a blizzard that doesn't fall out of the cup. Yeah, I don't know. The religion is such a bizarre thing to me. It seems like crazy. I mean, I don't believe in God, but
yeah, you do.
No, I don't. Only if I lose something.
Yes,
if I use him as a finder app. Pretty much.
He's like, find my iPhone.
I'll be like, hey, it's me again. This time it's my wallet.
What did you say the other day with God? You said something that, oh, thank God. People,
I say thank. Yeah, these are,
Why don't you say thank Frank?
Thank Frank.
No, I mean,
I'll just start saying, oh, thank goodness.
Yeah,
I believe in goodness.
See, here's what I think does prove the biblical God that so many people believe in. It's the old parable. They say, this town was flooding, and so the guy had to go to the second floor of his house, and so they came by in a boat and said, "Get in the boat. We'll take you out of here. We'll save you." And he's like, "No, I'm waiting for a miracle from God." And then the water raises higher, and he goes on his roof, and they come by with a helicopter and drop a ladder and say, "Grab the ladder, we'll take you out." He's like, no, I'm waiting for God to save me. God's going to send me a miracle. And then the guy dies, and he goes to heaven, and he says, I could have sworn I thought you were going to send me a miracle, God. And God says, I sent you 2 miracles.
Oh, that's so touching.
And then the next day, God did the Nepal earthquake and just killed everybody.
I never heard that ending.
That's the ending of it. People always stop short.
And then God. I don't know
if there's a guy. I know there's who knows, but who says
I know?
You can't say that.
I know.
There's no is or isn't. So if there's no is or isn't.
Oh my God, you're sounding like that guy that called in a minute ago.
No, but wait a second. Wouldn't it be better to have a little bit of faith in your life, so when you do die...
No, if I'm about to get in a car accident, I'll be like, okay, I believe, and then...
No, I don't know if God obviously is like, I believe that.
Yes.
God is such a...
No, he'll
your God is so...
You just have to say it right
gullible.
Before you die.
He's like, I think she believed suddenly.
Yeah. I don't know why she found me now, but she did.
It's inexplicable. A lot of people find me before accidents, during them. Look, I think you're right that we don't know one way or the other, and you can keep a window open. That kind of God belief, I'm all in favor of. Yes. What doesn't make sense is people that say they know exactly what God is, what His opinion is on every issue, including shellfish and gay people. It's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous.
No, but it could be spiritual. It could be
something created this world. Some entity did something.
Something. Why I'm alive and I didn't die when I was a crackhead.
Yeah, well, that's just sheer luck. That's just
luck.
Straight luck.
You think it was luck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Joe
and you got good crack.
Joe has a pretty good theory on God. Go ahead, Joe.
It's 3 parts on the same subject. Now, the first part is, how do we know that it's not time for gay people to get married so they can adopt all the unwanted children in the world? That's part 1. Part 2 is, if God invented everything, so if God hated gay people, why would He have created gay people?
I've heard this theory before. I've actually seen it on a kid's T-shirt. God don't make no mistakes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the third part is, if being gay is against God in heaven, they're going to go to hell anyways, and you're going to die pretty soon. Life is quick. You're not going to have to live an eternity with them, so let them do what the fuck they want. I'm not gay myself, but those are my theories.
I like when everybody always has to throw in, I'm not gay myself. I've never sucked a dick, but I'm saying...
Like, even people who are pro-gay, if they're giving some kind of speech, they're like, I got a wife and stuff, but...
And it was the most lovely pro-gay speech until the end. He's like, look, God does not make mistakes. We're all God's children, even the gays, who will definitely go to hell, and fuck them anyway. So they're done.
But is it really an eternity, or does it just feel like an eternity?
I got one final comment on this.
Go ahead. What's that?
Well, boss, you're going to hell for wearing those little shorts for trying to score drugs anyway.
That was 29 years ago. That was 29. God forgave me. I've been clean.
You were attempted gay.
But I'm clean 29 years. I carried the message. I carry God's message of recovery.
Oh, is that why you believe in God? Because of the whole recovery thing? You kind of have to?
I don't have to believe it. There's no law in recovery of anything.
I thought you had to believe in a higher power.
It says, lead us not into temptation. I heard that gay guy was selling you crack was pretty tempted by your little ass. Yeah,
Well, he wasn't selling crack. He just sold straight up coke. I wasn't a crack addict then. I was a coke addict when I wore the shorts up to his apartment.
That sounds very coke. Crack, you don't get all dolled up.
Yeah, no, crack is just, it's fucking, it's you're all in.
All right. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks.
Anybody else want to call in with their
basic message, though, is
gay
that
message?
How could Ben be? Can you go to Carlos in Houston, please?
I can't see anything.
the message basically of the last caller was that God does not make mistakes, and that if you want to get coke, you wear shorts, but crack, you just got to be sucking dick at that point.
Yeah,
it's just too far gone.
It's a long story about. I told on the radio
There's no
about when I was a
Carlos on
cokehead.
that thing.
Oh, he probably bailed out.
Carlos, where the fuck did you go, bro?
He probably bailed out.
I was looking forward to it.
So let's move on to some. I have some DJ questions. Now,
can I just ask before you get into that? Like, how are you guys friends?
We met in a. This is going to sound really weird, but I won't give any context because I think it's better. We met 3 years ago in a small town in Utah.
In the woods of Utah.
I just got booked there today.
Really?
In
Utah today? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Where?
In Salt Lake City. Not Wise Guys.
Not Wise Guys?
Some other club.
Because I'm playing Wise Guys on July 1st and 2nd, if you guys can come to the show.
Oh, no, I'm 24. Well, you can plug whatever you want when we go to break and later. Well, when are you?
I'll be at Wise Guys the beginning of July. I think it's 1st and 2nd or 3rd and 4th, something like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. He's a good guy. He won't rehire me, so I took the other club.
Fair enough. Yeah, so Claire and I met in Utah, and we became fast friends. They had DJ'd a gig at this amazing place called Summit, and we became friends.
And you're from Utah, or you were just booked there?
We were just booked there, so we flew out for the weekend.
From where? Are you from L.A.?
Pennsylvania.
That's what I was going to say, L.A. or Pennsylvania. What part of Pennsylvania?
Amish country? Lancaster?
Lancaster.
Yeah.
You weren't Amish growing up?
No.
Thank God.
Lancaster. Remember when people used to take bus trips to Reading to go to the outlets? Just pure trash. Would take bus trips, and they'd come in to go to these outlets to save $5. The bus cost
undamaged clothes.
Yeah.
That does not fit them right.
And then Lancaster, like they have Amish tours, which is kind of like, it's like, hey, let's go look at a Chinese family today.
It's great. The Amish tours, you can poke them. They don't fight back.
Your buddy's on the line.
Who?
You can't take selfies with
Carlos.
It's true.
What?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
What's up, Carl?
Your guest, I have a problem with his thinking. You cannot ask Israel to keep compromising. They already did with Gaza and got nailed for that. Now you're asking them to give up the West Bank and then say, well, the world is going to turn around and act nicely to them. When has the world ever treated
Good point.
Israel or the Jewish people with kindness?
But I didn't.
For the last 2,000 years, they've been trying to annihilate those poor people, and you're over here saying, let them give up some more land.
No, I didn't say that.
And the world will come to their rescue.
I didn't say that.
It sounded like you did, but if I'm wrong, please correct me.
Yeah, I don't think they should give up more land. I think they should not continue expanding further and settlements further into argued territory when they want peace. Look, it's either you want peace or you don't. I'm half Israeli. My family lives in Israel. I don't want them bombed any more than you do.
We won in a war, if I'm not mistaken, Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, and California. Are you against the United States or businessmen building along the border of California? Are you against that?
I'm not against it, but Mexico is not trying.
The land used to belong to Mexico.
It's very different.
Why should we give that land back?
Two major reasons. Major reason one.
Israel took possession of the land. They wanted fair.
Yes, they did. Totally. But two major reasons, Broham, let me explain two major reasons.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah. Carl, let him talk.
Reason one.
You got to go back and forth.
Is Mexico is not lobbing thousands of missiles into Texas, first of all, so that makes it sort of less important that we try to negotiate or compromise, firstly. And secondly, would America be so bad off if we did give Texas back? I don't think it'd be that bad.
Well, that's
Oh, my God.
But you know what? Whoa, everybody, stop. So hold on, Carl. That's a liberal response. When a liberal does a joke as a response, it's because, oh fuck, let's make a joke out of this because we're wrong.
Well, take the first point seriously. The first point, they're not sending missiles at us. We're not forced into a debate, into a compromise.
Illegal immigration.
Well, I mean, look, if it goes to giving land back, then the fucking, we threw the Indians a couple casinos.
Right.
Okay, land has been taken.
The land back to the Indians or the Mexicans. Israel should not give those people that do not have any claim to the land land back.
I agree with you 100%. They won the land fairly, but are you saying they should just deal with for the rest of time having these people want to kill them, or do you think they should find some solution if possible?
There is no solution.
The problem is not dealing with those people. The problem is the world is constantly against the Israelis, constantly holding their hands. If Israel can deal with this in a day, they can annihilate a lot of those people or make them move to Jordan or Egypt where they originally came from. They are pushed in there by those countries because they're terrorists in those countries, and those countries do not want to deal with their criminal element.
That's true.
You're turning around and saying, Israel, deal with the criminal element of our country. That's wrong, man.
No, listen, I totally agree with you that these other countries where they came from do not want them back, and they're a bit of a scourge that Israel is forced to deal with. I'm not saying they're in the right. They're in the wrong. I think it's horrific and terrible and anti-Semitic when the world turns against Israel for protecting itself when thousands of bombs come into its land. I'm just saying at some point you have to try a new tactic. Otherwise, be fine with them continuing to send missiles the rest of the time. That's the two options.
Well, I mean, Israel's hands are tied because...
This is a comedy channel, and I'm not going to make it political, but thank you.
Well, you can't say that after 10 minutes of making it political. You can't. That's the same people that go, after 15 minutes, okay, a long story short. Well, you should have said that 15 fucking...
I can continue, but I don't think you're...
Are you Israeli?
Who, me? No, I'm Puerto Rican.
Are you really Puerto Rican?
Yeah, I was born right there in Lower East Side.
So why are you so passionate for Israel?
He likes fairness.
Because I'm a Christian.
Oh, okay.
I believe Israel has the right of the land since Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's the bottom line.
I thought it was Emerson, Lake and Palmer, but okay.
They got the deed of the land. God gave it.
But you know what you said that was most telling about maybe you don't know what you're talking about?
He does know what he's talking about.
You called this a comedy show.
Well,
I don't know.
I didn't want to ruin the show. I know this is not a political channel, so I don't want to continue. But if you want to continue, I'd be happy to.
No, we got to take a break.
We got to take a break, and then we got to talk about how America can take over Mexico.
No, but Ben is a political analyst on a lot of shows. That's why it turned into a political talk. Yeah. We're not gonna go to Ben and talk, cartoon animation because
you can. I'm a voice in many acclaimed cartoon movies. I have a very diverse resume. Ice Age. I'm one of the sloths in Ice Age. So
you are?
Are you really?
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. That's amazing.
I am. Book of Life, Channing Tatum, I was in that. We don't need to talk fucking Gaza Strip the whole time. It's fine. I can talk cartoons.
Holy fuck. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
All right, listen,
I'm in love with you, caller. Thank you so much.
What do you want to plug? We're coming back. We're going to take a break. What do you want to plug for any dates coming up or website, you name it, whatever.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
I would just love people to follow me on all social media at Ben Gleib, BenGleib. Periscope. I'm broadcasting live every day there. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and watch my show Idiot Test, my brain teaser game show I host on Game Show Network. This week, tomorrow, Wednesday, it airs 4 new episodes. 8, 8:30, 10, and 10:30 on GSN, and then we shift to 10 o'clock every Wednesday moving forward.
That's fucking great, man. You got a lot of good things going on.
Thanks, man.
Good for you. Good for you. Bonnie, where are you at this weekend?
Well, I wanted to plug my show on True TV every Tuesday night.
When does it start?
How to Be a Grown-Up. I couldn't remember the name of it for a second.
Okay.
How to Be a Grown-Up.
And
they've asked me to talk about it and tweet about it, and I keep forgetting. So,
well, you did
I feel
it now.
like, is this good enough?
That's good.
Is
so
this
far,
good
it's
enough?
A start. Know what else is better? That you put on regular glasses, so you didn't sit in here like you're fucking Greta Garbo with your fucking dumb sunglasses on. All right.
Thank you. Thank you for noticing.
Okay, and this weekend
and I got another show coming up. Can you plug the Breast Cancer Benefit Sunday, 6 p.m.? Artie Lang, Bob Levy, Louise Twitchell, something or other, and me. That's in...
No, I'm not plugging it.
That's in Pompton Plains on the 14th.
Good.
All right.
Artie Lang. Funny.
I'm sorry, you interrupted my plug. Mine is actually July 10 to 11 at Salt Lake City Wise, guys.
Oh.
At Ben Gleib
10-11.
for all dates.
Okay, and I might as well throw a couple of mine out. This Friday and Saturday, I'll be at Laughing Gas Comedy Club in Winston-Salem. Sunday night, the Comedy Zone in Clayton, North Carolina. Laughing Gas, it's their 2-year anniversary. Who did they get to come in and celebrate their 2-year anniversary? Someone they can get for the kind of money they got me for. Laughing Gas, Winston-Salem.
That should be the quote on your posters.
I know.
Rich Voss, someone they can get for the kind of money they got me for.
We'll be back. Thanks.
Hey, everybody, we're back with My Wife Hates Me. I'm Bonnie McFarlane. Rich Voss is at the driver's seat tonight. He's taking your calls. And we got Ben Gleib, and he's here with his friend Claire Schlissel, one half of the Jane Doe's DJ production duo. Her sidekick Jen Mosenter is not here with us tonight, but we're glad to have her. Ben!
Yes. That was really great.
Do I have enough energy?
That was great, I thought.
Okay,
Rich,
I'm tired of you yelling at me. I'm trying my best.
I haven't yelled at you in a while, but look at your glasses. You look like...
I'm wearing regular glasses that are not darkened.
Can we just take
I'm a regular person now and got a lot of energy.
Can we take one quick call, please?
Anybody want to say anything about Israel? We got Ben Gleib here, ready to fire back at anything you've got.
Anything delicate about the Middle East peace crisis or questions about my sloth character from Ice Age. I can field them all.
Ben Gleib, ladies and gentlemen, cannot be stumped.
No.
He knows everything about everything.
I try my best.
So call in if you got a question. If you can... look,
Stump me politically. But it's got to be current events. It can't be historical shit. I don't know anything about history.
Can you go to Kentucky real quick? I was in Kentucky.
There's Kentucky, you're on the air.
Hey, Rich and Bonnie, this is Alan from Kentucky.
We just said that.
We just said you're from Kentucky.
Your show is hilarious. So, one quick thing for Rich. I think, Rich, you're funny as hell. I've heard you on O&A.
Wait, stop.
Let him speak, then you make
Wait. When Rich riffs, he's one of the funniest guys ever when he's just riffing and all that. No, he's a golfer. And Rich, if you're ever in Louisville, Kentucky, I'm willing to hang on the line. I'll take you to the best golf course here. Let's play golf with you. Okay. So
now, what's the downside of this call, Alan?
Well, the downside is Rich in the driver's seat is... Rich, you're just stomping all over your brilliant wife here. You talk too much on the show. You gotta let Bonnie run with this, dude. I love you and you riff, but when you're at the mic, dude, you're the worst.
How could you love me when I riff? I'm always at the mic.
Alan,
stop.
When you're on the mic, you're not riffing. You're leading. You're great when you're riffing.
He's saying you're a counterpuncher.
Okay, let me explain.
You're good at color.
Listen to me, Alan, you seem like a nice guy. And let me explain something, Alan, real quick, too. I was already offered to play Valhalla in Kentucky.
I can take you there. You should go if you get a chance. That's why I'm calling. I'll take you there.
Okay, here's
the thing. Do you like
it
when Rich burps into the mic? Because he just did that.
Twice. Alan, here's the thing. Someone has to be the foundation, okay? We know. I promise you. I know you're a listener.
Your wife is a foundation. She's a foundation.
No, she's not. She's not.
Hey, I don't know what you mean by that exactly.
My wife. She's an asshole.
Doesn't
Listen
sound very
to me.
Feminine.
You don't know.
No, foundation makeup.
Oh, I make up free, for God's sake.
Alan, my wife. When my wife gets,
she's got everything going on, Rich.
She does have. Man. Stop it and listen. Stop and listen.
This is where you're good. The counterpunch.
Right,
yes. She doesn't know how to get it started, get it going in the beginning. She comes in here doodling with sunglasses. You can't see her. Now, then, boom, she clicks in and she gets good. But in the beginning, she's fucking worthless. Okay, so I have to come.
Doodling, Bonnie, got to quit doodling.
Okay.
All right.
Now,
there's actually doodles here.
Yeah.
And they are basic.
Okay, so that's but thank you for your help and your opinion, because I'll try to work on whatever is going to make.
Rich Voss, I love you. I think you're one of the best I know. I think you're great. You're riff.
Thank you.
I'm breaking your balls. That's what we call in for, right? Break your balls.
That's right.
Okay.
Do you want to break his balls? Do you have something, Alan?
Touch his balls. All his little tiny fingers. So
okay, you're going too far. Alan, is there anything that you want to try to stump Ben Gleib with?
Anything about Palestine, the FISA courts? Hit me.
Anything.
Do what? Stump. What?
It's
cartoon questions. Goddammit.
Stump Ben Gleib.
Any
Ask
question?
him anything that you know the answer to.
Braden puzzles. Come on, give me some.
When did the Roman Empire fall?
A long time ago.
I like that he knows the answer to that. He somehow has that in his head.
Yeah, well, it's probably the one fact he has in his pocket.
Well, it's like he won Trivia Pursuit with
Specifically said no history.
I'm not going to go after you, Ben, but you're 0 for 1.
It's fair. I said no history.
The answer, Alan?
I said no history.
Oh, you said no history? So what can it be?
Current events.
I don't know the answer. That was just a joke question.
Oh, current events?
1812. You get it?
The fall, because
call in. Listen, folks, call in 866-969-1969 with some current events for Ben. Bonnie, do you have a current event? Who was in the news last week that had a sex change?
I didn't hear this story. This is who?
Last week.
Is it one of the Duggars so he can molest himself?
It's a K sound. It's a K.
Very famous.
But not a K.
Kerry Washington.
Kerry Washington. A lot of people don't know that. She had a sex change. It's he now.
See, he's good at this.
He's fantastic.
Caitlyn Jenner, by the way, it's pretty incredible. I predicted this on my podcast, the Last Week on Earth podcast you can listen to. I predicted this about a month ago when he did his Diane Sawyer interview, Bruce Jenner did, that within 1 year, and I underestimated it, he would be on magazine covers, he would be breaking the internet with sexy pictures, and he would be the hottest Kardashian instantly. And these are coming true. These are instantly coming true. He even did a K-sound name to steal the thunder of those girls.
Yeah, but with a C.
Yeah, which is also
separating himself.
fucked up because when it's first alphabetically.
Oh, yeah.
Think about it.
He knows what he's doing.
He's really smart PR.
I mean, if you're spending your life hiding the part of you that is actually a woman, and then you have to live in a house with 87 of the hottest women.
Yeah.
They're not that hot. You think they're hot?
I mean, 1.5 of the hottest women.
I mean,
1.5 of the hottest women, and then one that's
obviously is going to come out as a man. But I'm
that would be amazing. They just start flipping sexes left and right. Kris Jenner becomes a man too.
Yes. Well, I think every woman, when they hit a certain age, should transition into a man so you can grow old gracefully.
Yeah.
Did you see that? I said, sign me up. What? 30 years
idea.
younger. 30 years younger.
Yeah, but he's also, I mean, he's getting chemical peels. He's got the best.
Photoshop.
That was a lot of Photoshop, too.
Yeah, but still.
But let's
think how much faster.
Let's not just focus on his outsides.
No.
Let's also focus on.
His insides are what brought him to this.
Yeah.
They're fucked up.
Richard, is that how you feel?
No, but let's talk about the hot ladies in Walmart.
How much faster could Bruce Jenner have run back in the day without a dick? It would have been excellent. He could have won extra golds.
Well, this is an interesting thing that you bring up because, if he had transitioned earlier before he was an Olympic athlete, would he have been allowed to participate in the Olympics as a woman?
Not then, but now maybe, now that they allow murderers with metal legs to compete.
You know what seems wrong?
They're allowing murderers with metal legs to compete. Why wouldn't they allow transgender?
But
that's in you kill somebody and you run on your metal legs and they give you prizes for it.
Didn't he get off for that, or what? He's
getting off on August 21st. It would have served just 10 months in prison for killing. So if if somebody you want to murder, South Africa's your place.
Yeah.
That's where you go. South Africa.
You don't think that she's
Florida.
complicit at all?
In herself being murdered?
She was in the bathroom.
They did a very elaborate role play. You're an intruder. I will kill you. It'll be really hot.
A lot of intruders.
She didn't think it through.
A lot of intruders will go in and go to the bathroom before they start robbing.
It's true. It's very true.
You know that, right?
Yeah,
You're a little nervous.
Yeah, you got to pee.
Why don't you take this call? The guy's been in a hole all night. The best man guy from South Dakota.
Brad.
What's up, Brad?
Not a whole lot. Hey, I'm getting a little wordy on my best man speech, and I don't know if you guys had any
read us what you've got.
No, how long is it?
Oh, my God. I've been a best man twice. I can help with this.
3-4 minutes.
No, we don't want you to read 3 or 4 minutes.
All my jokes keep getting too long, so I'll give you one part of it.
Okay.
Every time I see these two lovebirds together, it reminds me of a movie, but I ask myself, what movie? Titanic? Okay, Amy is definitely in a better class than Tyler, and Leonardo DiCaprio and Tyler both have the same swimming ability.
I thought you were going to just say, it reminds me of the Titanic, unmitigated disaster.
Right. Sinking ship.
The other ones would have been like The Notebook.
A guy and a girl meet and fall in love. He makes long strides to improve himself and become a better man. She realizes that she found the perfect man for her, and subsequently forgets all the good things he did. Are
you trying to become a movie reviewer?
Are you? How long have you been friends with this guy?
7 years.
Okay. Why does everybody think they have to be funny and everything they do? I mean,
but it's better if it's a little.
If you throw one or two jokes,
but can the jokes be about the relationship? It shouldn't be just like you riffing. This is an open mic. You're not trying to be like, hey, another movie that I could translate into it loosely relating to my friends.
If you could slip the word, cunt and
Richard
and cock gobbler in, then you'll steal the show.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like it's always important to talk about the girl that got away when you're talking.
Yeah, and how much better and hotter she is than the current girl.
Yeah.
But that he's now happy with this one. You have to end it positive.
Yes.
Yeah. He's wrapped his head around you.
Yes.
That's good.
And bring up that she's 3 months pregnant. Nothing.
So here's the point. Is your friend a notorious non-swimmer? Does he not swim well? Your friend?
Yes, he doesn't swim. He won't even get in the water with floaties.
Is he black?
No.
He's not black and does not swim well. I'm astounded by that.
I think that's racist.
No, actually, it is kind of racist because, I'm going to save myself a
I just saw a bunch of black people at a pool party
getting stopped by a cop and getting their underwear pulled down, and they're suing the guy. Black people, it's not that they can't swim; they don't want to get their hair wet.
They wanted to be in that pool so bad they were willing to trespass to do it.
No, people don't realize why black people can't swim because they didn't have the opportunity to grow up to learn how to swim.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and then there would be a pool.
Can we get our black producer in here to comment on some of
this? Yes, in our town.
Is what we're saying
He's
true?
right. It's technically white people's fault.
Why is that? Because you didn't have
brought us here on boats. You never taught us.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, don't complain. You know what a cruise from Africa costs now?
Oh, my Richard.
What?
It almost sounds like he's implying he would have rather that black people have been made to swim here. It sounds like he's saying the boat was an unnecessary luxury. What are you saying?
I think what he's saying
That's wrong
is that
to say that.
It's a bad memory. They don't want to conjure it up again, so they just don't go near the water.
No. I thought it was just that they don't have communities with like good pools and things like that.
You think all black people are poor? Is that what you think?
What's the cheapest?
No, just poolless. It could be rich inside.
What's the cheapest sport?
Indoors.
Basketball is the cheapest sport.
It's true.
Anywhere. It's free.
You just need a ball.
Free. Nets it's free. Mm-hmm. Okay. Golf, very expensive. Tennis back in the day was very expensive. It's expensive now if you do it indoors. So, obviously, boom. That's what we got. Mm-hmm. Right?
It's true.
That's when I grew up in a black neighborhood. That's why I was great at all
But it's
sports.
also true that black people don't like to get their hair wet, typically. This has been told to me. Thank you very much. Your man is confirming this. That's a big reason why they don't like to swim. It's a big mess.
Thank you for speaking on behalf of all black people.
Can you confirm?
100% true, yeah.
Thank you very much.
They don't
it's very hard to keep black hair.
You want to ask
it's very hard
me
to get
some
black hair
questions-
back when it's wet. It gets messed up.
Exactly.
If you want to ask me some questions about Canadians, I'll answer those.
Do you guys
for
really not like black people?
That's
I'm
true.
thinking of going
That
to
is
Montreal.
true.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, we're very, very
Friendly.
open-minded
Yes.
in the right areas.
They like black people, and they've heard about them for a long time.
Dr. Jeff from Denver has a trivia question for Ben.
Oh, Dr.
I'm not looking for
Jeff.
trivia more as much as like discussions on current events. But go ahead.
Turn.
Dr. Jeff, how are you?
I'm well. How about you guys?
Thank you for calling back.
You're welcome. First off, what's the most played sport in the world by far?
Soccer.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought this
the
was
cheapest sport, not basketball.
Oh, I thought this was a question for Ben.
We didn't say in the world. We said in the country, in our country, not from your third world.
God's America.
Dr. Jeff is from Pakistan.
Yeah, no, India.
I'm just making it up. I don't know.
That was a good one, though. If that's what you were going for.
What do you,
so, trivia question. Ready?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What mainstream medication is being used or has just been found to be effective to prevent the spread of malaria?
Ooh, interesting. This is a stump.
This is for me?
Ben. This is stump
What
Ben.
mainstream
for clarity?
Yeah, please.
Are we talking over the counter or prescription?
Dr. Jeff?
Dr. Jeff,
I'm here.
over the counter or prescription?
Prescription.
Clarity, by the way, good name for an album for you in the future.
Everyone knows this.
The mainstream medication prescription that's being used to battle against malaria, it's Ritalin.
No.
Yes, it is.
Good try,
Dr.
but
Jeff,
no.
you're wrong on this one. Thank you for calling.
I don't know the answer.
This to Ben
I do
Gleib.
not know the answer to that. What is the answer?
It's a blue pill.
Oh, Viagra?
Viagra.
Why didn't you just say, listen, you dumb fuck, name a blue pill? I could have answered that in a
Now-
second.
Well, I'm
Easy.
curious to know why Claire so readily knew what the blue pill was. I know
Claire?
because
Good point.
Are you a
when Rich
Viagra
and I
user?
are about to have sex, he cuts one in half.
Yeah, I know. I'm not spending $10 on you.
Yeah, he'll only do half.
Well, let me tell you
Very
this.
expensive.
That's actually impressive. Can I be honest? Because, like, I'm not trying to brag when I say this, but in my whole life, I have never used Viagra.
Yeah.
I just fuck with a soft dick. You just smash it in there. You kind of smash it against the area.
Hold it up and throw it in.
Eventually, you get some kind of friction where something might kind of pass for sex.
Yeah.
It's fine.
As long as you come, it, doesn't
sounds
really
like
matter.
Yes, exactly.
You're
Thank
having
you.
sex with people or things that are not participating exactly.
I mean, they're participating technically. They're
there.
They're there, and they're there of their own volition.
You know,
Like,
sex
tread
is
carefully,
if a
people.
girl is in the room when I come, it goes down in the record books. You know what I mean? They don't have to.
Guinness.
Really as
Do
long as
you
you
write
have
it down every time in the record book?
Well, no, I mean, if they witness you coming, it's just as good as fucking them, pretty much, because
You
they're
got
there.
pretty
You
low
came,
standards there.
right? Right, doctor?
That's almost a
he's-
good reason why you don't like to do it inside someone. Aside from risk of pregnancy, they don't see it. You want them to see it.
Yeah, see
Witness,
the beauty.
witness the Bellagio fountains, as it were, going off on the hour every hour. You get
So
it.
here's a list. Number one is a hole in his mattress as a teenager, I assume.
Who did me?
Yeah. You're counting anything in the same
He just
room.
got angry at
No,
you
I
about
said-
that. He's like, "Yes, you did. Fuck a hole in your mattress. You, Rich Voss."
Not me, even though it's a very specific thing that I just said.
No,
I still love that hole.
I said a person has to be there, not a mattress.
He thinks that you mean you have to just see it, but it's actually there has to be another person.
Yes, it
there.
has to be. Even
Yeah.
if they're standing on a fucking garbage can looking through your window, that's good enough too.
That's fine. That's preferable a lot of times.
A
It's a
dorm
voyeuristic vibe.
roommate.
What's that?
Sounds like that counts. Like if you lived in a dorm, your male roommate in the next bed, does that count?
I think it does.
Yeah,
He's pausing
that's
a long
half.
time.
That's a
Sounds
half.
rich.
That's half.
Okay. Half, that counts.
when
right.
I was in
Yeah,
when I was living in Vancouver, my
Vancouver.
roommate and I caught a guy jerking off outside our window.
Really?
And did you hate it or did you like it a little bit?
No, it was too freaky.
Excuse me.
It was scary.
It was scary. What?
Yeah, I mean, it was my roommate that was actually she'd just taken a shower and she was putting lotion on her, so that's who he was looking at. So it was funny to me because it wasn't me, but it was also kind of scary that a guy
What,
was.
you don't think she was leading him on a little?
Well, I mean,
Cleaning herself?
Yeah.
Come on.
All right. Fucking lotion.
What
put
is
it
this,
on.
the 60s?
yes.
What a
Free love everywhere?
What a pig. Oh, I hope she got what's coming to her.
She was, by the way,
All lotioned up,
a very
you mean.
good golfer,
Just nicely moisturized.
and she went to college on a golfing scholarship.
Yeah, she go to the pro tour.
Fascinating story.
Isn't
All right.
it?
Thank you
All
for the
right.
call, Dr. Jeff.
Hi, Dr. Jim.
Well,
Okay, so you have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And how long have you guys been dating?
6 months.
Oh, it's fairly new.
That's for me, that's like almost
That's the
record breaking.
longest.
No, not longest, but it's third longest.
Wow.
third longest?
Mm-hmm.
And are you seeing anybody?
No.
Why not? Are you gay?
No, I'm
You
not.
could still be. She could still be seeing.
That's what I'm asking.
someone.
I'm asking two different questions.
How are you gonna
No.
tie this down? She has the pick of the litter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but let me tell you something.
She's a wild stallion.
That's a good answer.
Is that what
She's
you're saying?
she's very attractive, but you know how quick that wears off, right? Well, I'm sure it wears off for females too, with the men.
What do you mean? Oh,
The
it wears
looks.
off in
The
terms
looks.
of like
looks. If
when a
it-
guy is fucking you. At first, he likes that you're hot, but then at some point, he's like, "eh."
No.
Is that
I
what you
mean,
mean? Or just you get old?
I mean, obviously, if you date somebody like her or anybody, you want them to kind of stay the same as the way you found them.
I feel
You know,
like you're trying to tell me something.
I guess the word would be leave.
Are you saying that if they're ugly to start with, it's less disappointing?
No. What I'm saying is, it all
And they
comes
could get better
down
with
to-
age?
It all comes down
No,
to
that's what I did.
it all comes down to compatibility, whether you get along with that person.
Yeah.
It's just a one night stand, and you go, "Wow, I banged this hot chick." But if you end up dating her. If I was with, if Bonnie didn't laugh or get my sense of humor, I didn't get hers, it would be fucking horrible. Okay, so
but that's also why I'm an advocate of role play, because no matter how old or unattractive someone looks, if they're your teacher or Girl Scout, it's still hot. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if no one's fantasy is like, I want to have my teacher be inappropriate with me, but she has to be super hot. No, it's like any teacher. It's the power dynamic. You understand my point?
No,
you know what? I used to
feel very vulnerable that I shared that now.
The problem
Nobody
with
sees
role
my
play
point.
is, like, if you do role play with a spouse, here's the problem with it. Like, say, okay, tonight you pretend I'm Paul, right? And Bonnie pretends I'm Paul. We're having sex, and I'm Paul, and I'm fucking around.
Do you know
Paul.
that our producer's name is Paul? Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, I just said it was. I made.
No, I think you're.
Okay,
can I
say
doing
my-
it.
Okay, my name is Frank. Okay,
Paul, I hate to tell you this, but I a
done
lot
it.
of times have to be you.
Okay.
Tuesday nights.
Like, okay, so
Why Frank? Frank Nicotero, you mean? You want her to picture Frank Nicotero.
Okay, say your character's I'm Frank. So you're fucking her as Frank. Then a week later, 2 weeks, you're fucking her, and she says, "Where's Frank?" And now you're getting jealous of your own character.
Yeah.
So I'm not good enough. You need Frank.
Right.
So that's what's bad about role play, because you can get
true.
jealous of yourself.
You know what
I'm
I've
saying?
done? He's got a very big phone, see? And what I'll do is I'll bring up somebody's picture on there, and then I'll just set it on his face. I've done that.
And I tattooed these two pinup girls on my arms, so I could, from behind, I could look at them.
But there's like a real question behind that. Is that
Paul
is
just
it?
said, "Are you calling me?"
No,
You
we're
don't know?
good.
Paul, oh yeah, they were calling you.
No,
Paul.
but we will later tonight.
What's that?
So here's the real question, though. But doesn't that apply to anything? Doesn't that apply to picturing somebody else in your head, or rough sex, or anything that you do that's not loving lovemaking? Won't that condition you to only be able to get off by that?
Well, yeah, to some extent, yeah, because
Well, but
So then-
everybody has their little thing that like helps them.
So are you telling me that Bonnie and Rich, do you only make tender, sweet love to each other, staring into each
I
other's
don't think
eyes?
that's ever happened. Tender, tender sweet love.
So that's what I'm saying. So you're already down the rabbit hole to some degree.
We haven't done it in a while, but
We did it last week.
No, I meant
Last week.
Yeah.
I didn't mean actual sex. I'm saying, just wait till a sentence is finished, then you can jump in. How
I
about
love that you just did it after that joke. You did a very like Letterman-esque
Yeah.
Johnny Carson paper organizing the desk. We did it last week.
I don't
We'll be
like
right
really-
back.
I don't
Kisses.
like talking about sex, but we have had angry sex where
Yeah.
we've been angry at each other.
Yeah, the last
I've
3
been
years.
like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
That's fun.
Yeah.
But only last week. That's a lot though. That's a lot. It's been 2 weeks.
No,
yeah, once
Week
a
and a
week
half?
or once every 2 weeks.
I think you got to keep it at least once a week, you guys, if you
No,
can.
we're married
Every 10
years
days.
almost.
I think my parents still do it once a week from what I somehow awkwardly heard years ago.
Really?
I said it in some weird conversation. Once a week.
We're pretty regular. I guess
Shit
but
wise, you mean?
What's that?
we don't. You know, we're over having sex when something's going on with my body. We
Yeah,
don't do
or
that.
if there's a good series on TV.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Fargo, that was great. That's,
I'd be launching into like weird accent sex if that was me.
No, if we can find
I
now.
thought about certain people from television programs while
Who?
I've been having sex.
I think about people from commercials.
Can you say who? Can you say who you thought about from television
I
and
can't.
commercials?
Because
I
he's
think
very
about-
jealous.
guy?
He's
No, I
incredibly
think about.
jealous. And he's thought that
You think
he
about who?
thought that
I think about Flo.
he thought that I slept with John Stamos, and that was like a big fucking crazy.
She did.
thing.
She fucked. She didn't sleep with him. She fooled around with him. He was all over her.
No,
At
he
that
wasn't.
laugh.
No, it wasn't.
At that laugh. What's it called? The Laugh Factory. And come on. Well, you're not going to say you did.
No, if I did, I would tell you.
No, you wouldn't, because we were married at the time.
That's why she could tell you.
Yeah, I tell you everything.
You should each have one celebrity crush that you're allowed to.
Celebrity. I like some of the chicks at the pool.
Yeah, you know what? Like a very smart move, honestly, is to set. A lot of people have like 5 lists they have a hall pass on. You got to make that attainable. You can't go Brad Pitt and Sofia Vergara on that list. Like literally, I was in Vegas playing Vegas a few years ago, and this one girl at the bar told me in front of her boyfriend that I was on her list of 5. I took her right up to the bedroom, right up to the hotel room. She's a smart person. I'm very accessible.
Did you really?
You just
fuck
say
her?
that to me. I didn't fuck her, but we did things.
No. What
Yeah.
did the boyfriend do?
You just waited down at the bar.
Oh my!
It was incredibly weird. And here's how weird it was. The weirdest part, after business happened and finished, she's leaving towards the door and sees the desk in the hotel room and sees a half-eaten power bar there on my table. Weirdest moment probably of my life, and says to me, could I have this power bar? And I go, what are you, like, famished? And she's like, no. Could you sign it?
No.
And she made me sign the wrapper and power bar of half the power bar. It must have
Lady,
been
I
to
just
prove...
gave you a baby.
No, please.
I had a lady come up to me.
I did a Bellagio fountain ending that could have not resulted in babies.
I had a lady come up to me in Vegas go, you're 928.
Well, here's the thing with
we have a
Rich and I
1,000 hall pass.
People know is that every year I give him an extra second. So he now has 9 seconds that he can do anything he wants with anybody he wants.
9 seconds?
He's got 9 seconds.
Wow. It's not a lot.
Yeah, but
it's not a lot, but it's enough. It's enough to satisfy a craving.
I feel like you should give him 10 seconds a year.
Well, next year he'll get 10 seconds.
I'll get an extra
per
second.
year.
10 seconds.
Because then you'd be at 90 seconds, and then you get to 40 years, you're only going to be at 4 minutes. That's a real, actual,
but then
pliable
you could do
thing.
it a couple of times.
She said to me, God, I lost my stomach medicine. She said to me...
that's what we're dealing with, okay?
Here's how often we have sex. Where's my fucking stomach medicine?
It went under the goddamn board. She said to me, 9 seconds. So last week, she performed oral treats, and I came instantly. She said, I'm going to have to rethink that 9 second rule. So now, like how many gigs when you're DJing, we're back to you now, because we've been avoiding you, and that's rude.
Claire Schlissel, the Jane Doe.
And avoiding all political subjects. So.
She garnered a couple of million YouTube views and SoundCloud plays and countless artistic endorsements. We're talking to Claire Schlissel
of the Jane Does.
How long have you two been together?
We met 5 years ago through our day jobs. And we started DJing, like making music together shortly thereafter.
And you bought all the equipment, you have all that turntables and everything, but everything's so
CDJs.
electronic now. Is everybody still using turntables, or are
Some
they just...
people do, but a lot of like electronic DJs use CDJs. That's what clubs have.
I mean, and some of these DJs are making what?
$250,000 a night.
A night, $250,000 a night.
I want some of that.
In Vegas and in big. And see, I don't know, and I'm not saying. And you got to explain this to me because I don't want to offend you. But what's the art of it? Like if it's all electronics, do you know what I mean? Is it to play the right blend of music so the crowd is hot? Do you know what I mean? Like what am I saying?
It's a lot of things. It's about reading the crowd and knowing what to play when. It's about your song selection, and I think what gives these big DJs so much value is the original music that they create. So Calvin Harris has all these songs on the radio, and that's what makes him worth so much.
Oh, okay. So and they know they're selling out. My daughters go to see, these events in what are like $100, $200 to get in, right? Mm-hmm. It's unbelievable. And I can't even fill 4 fucking rows.
Or ask 3 follow-ups.
At Ventura. What's that?
You should...
I started. You don't have anything to say? I'm not going to carry it, remember? The caller said you're...
What? I'm giving... what made you want to be a DJ,
you're
Claire?
You're the fucking worst.
Claire, what's the best part about your job?
Not having a boss, and...
How do you get
except
the
for
work?
myself.
Do you have an agent or something? How do you,
We have a manager. We don't officially have an agent right now. We mostly just field inquiries ourselves.
So people just go to your website or something?
Yeah, send us an email.
Oh, that's cool.
That sort of thing.
And so, how popular, where do you fit in the thing? Are you rising stars?
I hope so.
Are you stars?
They're really talented. They've made a real splash.
I'll say that as women, it's more challenging in this space. There are fewer women in general, and fewer women get booked.
Why is that, do you think?
I think there's a lot of reasons.
Because there's a lot of women that go to these clubs and they want to see some guy
maybe.
up there, right?
But there's a lot of prejudices, I think. There's talent agencies that only want to represent one female artist and will represent 10 white guys that look and sound the same without a problem.
That sounds familiar.
I think it's true in most media and entertainment industries.
Well, because I remember one time I was at the Improv and there was they have the list of comedians on the side, and I was the only girl on this, whatever, list of 12 comedians. And the guy looked at me and he goes, "See, it's good to be a girl. You're the only girl on the show." And I was like, but clearly this club loves white guys. You know what I mean?
Sounds the same.
It's like a funny thing that guys still think that because you're the only girl that it's right. It's
It's harder. We're fighting for one slot at the table.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So.
But if you guys ever see them live, they really know how to rock a crowd like crazy. Like they whip them up into a frenzy.
Ben. We get it.
I'm a fan of what they do.
Great.
I'm a fan of what they do. Okay?
Are you saying they're as good as men? Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm not saying that.
Now, how hot is your partner?
She's
I've seen
cute.
pictures. They're both very hot.
Really?
Yeah.
She's much more out in the crowd. I'm kind of in the background doing more of the mixing, and she's out spraying like the cryo gun, crowd surfing, going
and on
crazy.
the mic, going nuts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's an animal.
And she works the mic too. That's a unique. That's something you bring to it differently as well.
Wow, this is fucking.
It's exciting.
I would imagine so. I mean, I'm too old to get involved in that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I just go and I watch from the back or from backstage. I can't one of your gigs. I'll be backstage watching young people.
I mean, can you spin like Allman Brothers stuff?
I personally don't like crowds. I've never really enjoyed going to clubs or.
It's better when you're on the stage.
Yeah, no one's. It's horrible.
Like being down around sweaty and drunk dudes.
So this is what you do. You don't do anything else. You're making a living now.
Yep.
That's fucking. If you're making a living. And how long have you two been together?
You're making a living doing what you love. It's a fantastic career.
No, I didn't say that. I'm not trying to sound like a dad. I feel like he's my kid. I'm talking to her.
I think you're fantastic. And I don't know what you wear at these parties, but I hope it's demure because you got a lot going for you, kid.
Are you trying to imitate me?
No, I'm just.
Is that what you're doing? You're trying to.
She's doing an old school interview.
I do.
You're trying to mock me.
I do characters.
Did you do True TV? Where'd you get that hat?
Yeah, like I totally did True TV. See, this is a different character. It's the same. Hey guys, it's the same person doing both those people.
What? I was here and I was fooled by it.
Yes.
I thought there were several people. It's amazing.
To your question, we met 5 years ago and we quit our day jobs 2.5 years ago.
You got the Doe's antler tattoos.
I was at a music management company, and Jen was at a record label.
So you guys both, you know music, man. You knew it before, you know it now.
We've been on the other side. Yeah.
You're doing great,
now
kid.
say it.
We're very proud of you. We're going to watch you rise. One day I'm going to say, I knew that gal. She came in with Ben Gleib. She was a delight. And it was a fantastic radio program. I'm going to go now. I'll see you later.
How could anybody like this fucking show? How could they listen to this? I would ride my car into a fucking pole if I was listening to you.
I know, but when I'm just like a normal person, you get mad. If I get a little energy.
Maybe it's you. I'm sorry.
You just don't like me.
Okay.
Maybe the podcast should be called "My Husband Hates Me."
Yeah, let's change it.
No, I don't hate her. I love her, but sometimes she bothers me.
My husband is irritated.
Today.
I give my husband ajita.
I like that you guys spend a whole minute on that logo there. The cartoon on the bottom's cute, but the top, the "My Wife Hates Me," it's just the font. It's just a font. There's no flair to it.
No,
I want some flair on there.
Listen, let me explain something to you.
We don't make them.
Let me explain something to you about our podcast or radio show.
Yeah.
It's all by accident. Everything.
Well, that's nice. It's nice to write it. You know what? Actually, I take it back because my podcast got a fucking great logo and less listenership by far than you guys. So
Ben,
what are you talking about?
Can I just pipe up for 1 second?
Yeah, please.
Before we go with a guest, we like to lull them into a false sense of security, and then we let someone take them down a notch. You go ahead, Ben, from Jersey.
Hey, Ben, I saw you in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
And you had the best crowd working accident I've ever seen in my entire life.
Accident?
Yeah. Remember there was a girl in the audience who was really cute, and you were asking her about what she's majoring in school, and then you asked her if she wanted to fuck.
I'm real original.
And what happened?
And then what happened?
You fucked her right there on the stage.
And then what happened?
No, you found out she was 17 because she was with her parents.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Oh,
Dude, that
God.
was brilliant. It was so awkward.
It is amazing that you can say things to someone underage while you're in, and everyone laughs and stuff, and you don't get arrested.
It's true.
If you were to do that on the computer.
Completely derailed, dude.
It was awesome.
Yeah, but it was funny,
I
right?
got to go.
Yeah. It led to good comedy. I mean, but you have that safety on the stage. I shouldn't have fucked her afterwards. That was a mistake.
Yeah, you could have gotten in trouble.
Yeah.
And her parents shouldn't have watched either. But that was
Okay, honestly, that's inappropriate. Why would you take it there? Why would you take it there?
That's what made me come.
Sorry about that.
Now the only way Bonnie's going to be able to get you off is if she plays the character of both parents of this 17-year-old Minnesota girl doing a Fargo accent. That's the only way.
She's a 17-year-old. We're the parents.
I like that.
Her. Fuck her good. Look
Oh,
at
yeah.
Henry, our daughter's
Oh
getting
yeah, you give it to her. Look how underage she is, huh? She's incredibly underage there, yeah.
I bet she's tight, eh?
Oh yeah, hasn't had time to get loose like you, sweetie.
All right, thank you, Ben. All right.
That was sweet of him. Can I know that time is running short. Can I give you guys an idiot test? Are you willing to put your...
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Okay, because my show idiot test, we do brain puzzles and we challenge your brain.
Rich has a 171 IQ.
141.
141 IQ.
So whoever rings in first with the answer, just blurt it out. Claire, you're welcome to chime in as well. All right, first one begins right now.
B.
No, it's not even multiple choice. It's not even part of it.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay. The answer is B. Go ahead. Anybody? Okay, all right, here we go. You have 2 coins totaling 30 cents.
I'll take it.
Yes.
One of them is not a nickel. Which 2 coins do you have? Oh, look at that great dead air right there. I love it. Anybody?
But one of them is not a nickel, so you have a 25 cent and a nickel because one
Correct.
of them is a quarter.
Nicely
I didn't hear
done.
it. Say it again. One of them
is not a nickel. I didn't say both are not nickels, so one is a nickel and one is a quarter. There you go. There's that right there.
Fuck.
Here's another
You know
one.
why I got it?
Why?
Because a producer was like, I got it. And I was like, it has to be easy.
Right.
And then
Smart.
I went,
You shifted your brain.
I said, don't overthink
You
this.
outsmarted the idiot test. Here's another one. Okay. Here's an easy one. How many of each animal did Moses bring on the ark?
1.
Well, I mean,
That's your guess.
I
Rich?
guess.
Bonnie, what do you say?
I guess 1.
Well, the answer is 0. Because
well, Moses, Noah did.
Noah did, not Moses. Oh, and also the Bible's not real. That's another reason.
It's a trick question.
What's the one that you could tell him, Bonnie? That
It might be real.
The sick.
26 sharks.
Okay.
One dies. How many do you have?
You have to say it again?
26 sharks, and then one died. How many do you have?
20. You have 25.
No.
Nope.
20 sick sharks? You have 19?
Yes.
Yep.
Come on.
Rita
so
tells
dumb.
us this all the time.
That's so dumb.
And then
That's a 7-year-old tells it to us.
Okay, well, if a 7-year-old tells it to you, it's very brilliant.
Yeah.
How about this one?
Oh, we only get 3 minutes.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's like, don't act like yours are like, these are adult party gags. Okay.
Yeah. Moses.
No, but yours, you literally had to say a word incorrectly to make it play. You had to whisper sheepishly
Well,
the
when
word.
the kid
the word
says it, they have a natural little
Yeah, they
slur,
do.
so it's hard.
Yeah, you turned into a little. You're like,
I only get 3 minutes. Go ahead and give us another one.
All right, here's another one. You're in a race. What place are you in when you pass the second place person? Answer.
First.
You said first. You said third.
Second.
Both are incorrect.
Second.
Bonnie got it right. You're in second. You just passed who's in second. Now you're in second. You didn't pass who's in
You didn't
first
pass
yet.
the first
And you definitely didn't run backwards.
I didn't try to figure it out. I just
You're guessing something random.
Yeah. That's how I got 141 IQ. I guessed.
You got a bunch right in a row on a lucky streak.
I was fucking on fire.
Much like how you survived past your crack days.
Yes.
Just luck, man.
Where are you this weekend or coming up? Give us some plugs.
I'll be performing tonight at Comedy Juice, New York at Gotham. It's every single Tuesday at 9:30. I'll be on the 24th of June at Comedy Juice Hollywood Improv, Melrose, comedyjuice.com for all those tickets. And then at Wise Guys in Salt Lake City on July 10th and 11th. And but more importantly, please watch Idiot Test on GSN, Game Show Network, every Wednesday, starting this week at 10 and 10:30 p.m. Test your brain, and also I fuck with people and do a lot of crowd work.
Cool.
Usually with over than 18-year-olds.
Claire, do you have any gigs lined up?
Sure. We're playing this Friday at Daybreaker. It's at the Space Ibiza rooftop Friday morning, and you can follow us everywhere on the internet. It's at the Jane Does.
Cool.
And Jane Does is
D-O-Z-E.
spelled,
TheJaneDoze.
Bonnie,
and at Ben Gleib on everything. I'm addicted to social media. People have to be on it, otherwise I'm wasting my life away.
That's true. Bonnie, you're on True TV 1.
True TV every Tuesday night. How to be a grown up.
This week.
And I'm going to be 6 p.m. What the fuck? On Sunday?
That's
Sunday
ridiculous.
At 6 p.m. I can't believe I have to do this. But it's a breast cancer benefit. Artie Lang, Bob Levy, some other folks. Go to New Jersey. nj.jjcomedy.com for tickets.
I'll be this Friday,
Compton
Saturday.
Plains, New Jersey.
This Friday, Saturday, Laughing Gas Comedy Club, Winston-Salem. Sunday, I'll be at the Comedy Zone in Clayton, North Carolina. Thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. That was
pleasure.
fun.
I've always liked you. You've always been a nice guy to us.
Thanks, bud.
So nice of you. Thank
Good
you.
luck.
And Claire, you've always been a nice girl.
Claire, I've always, since you walked in the door, had my eyes on you. And
You're gonna go places, kid. I feel it.
Bonnie, I'm going to
That's
Gotham
my old
to
lady
do,
character.
to do comedy too. So also tonight, and you're on it. How are you going to get there?
All three
Because
of
I'm
us are on it.
driving.
Go fuck your mother.
I'm going to try. Good night. Thank you.